Hey guys, Skylar here. We are back yet again, and my lighting is definitely not even. Whoops. Oh well, we're gonna work with it. So, I have finally hit that low of the pandemic where everything just seems like it's spiraling out of control. So, I'm gonna bake some cookies about it. So it is Spooktober, but I don't really tend to do Halloween recipes, or a lot of baking probably, just because of the fact that I have no one to feed it to. But I said I want to make some Snickerdoodle cookies, and I'm just gonna color them, maybe kind of Halloween-y. We'll see how that goes. So this is like an old church lady recipe, supposedly, at least from the website I got it from. I'll link it down below. But it is a pretty basic Snickerdoodle recipe for the most part. So I'm gonna start with a cup of butter. And you do want it softened and room temp and all. The wrapper ripped. You do want it softened and room temp and all that jazz. This doesn't want to come off. And we're just gonna cream it with our sugar. I am gonna kind of mix my butter just to make sure it's completely softened enough, because it's still kind of a little hard. Whoops. So be right back. Okay, so I have my butter beat up just so it's ready to go, because you do want softened butter, because otherwise the sugar isn't really going to dissolve into the butter if it's too cold. But I think we'll be good. Alright, so got that out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and beat this till it's light and fluffy like usual. Alright guys, so this is beat up nice and pale and fluffy. That was about like 5-ish minutes. And then, you know what, before I do my eggs, I'm just gonna get my dry ingredients ready. So I bought some new whisks because I finally needed them. So why not use them now? So we got our flour, we have baking soda, cream of tartar, and or tartar, whatever you want to say, and then we have some salt. So we're just gonna get that all mixed in. I have butter all over my fingers. Oh, this handle is way different feeling than I'm used to. I don't usually use silicone whisks, so to have one in my hands feels weird. I'm usually used to metal, so it's like just colder feeling, I guess. Alright. So that's all mixed through. And now let's go ahead and move on to our eggs. So we use 2 large eggs, and we're just going to put them in one at a time until it's all mixed. Alright, that's 1 egg. We need 2 eggs. Did I get shell in there? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Just washing my hands here. Or hands rather. I didn't touch it with both hands. Alright, and then to this, since we just did the second egg, we're going to add in our vanilla, because we want to make sure there's some flavor in here. Alright, and again, just mix it up until it's combined. So that is all mixed in. Just going to scrape everything down because, well, you don't want any stragglers here. You want everything mixed. There is a hair on my paddle. Where are you from? Oh wait, it's not a hair. It's from my cover. Okay, cool. No one's hair looks like cotton. I need to get like a new storage thing for my beater blade, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so butter and sugar and egg. Don't do this at home. Okay, so the one thing I like to do with cookies is because of gluten forming and all that. I do like to hand mix the dry in because it is adding it all in at once. Oh, the itchiness is real. What I'm going to do, actually, is put just a little bit at once. And then mix it up, and then put a little bit more, and then mix it up, and then I'll do a final mix with my hand mixer just to make sure everything's fully incorporated. So I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. So the one thing I've learned about this particular recipe is it is a decently sticky dough, to be honest, which isn't a bad thing. Usually that means there's a good bit of moisture, so we shouldn't have any problems with them being dry if you don't overbake them. Me. So I'm just kind of cleaning off my beater blade here, or, you know, trying to anyways. Like, just very carefully. Yes, okay. That would be better if I just take it off the stand. Alright, because we want to keep as much of this as we can. Alright. Me trying to clean this off, and in the process also clean off the scraper, which I'm using to clean off the beater blade. It's like a paradox. Only one can be scraped off. Who will it be? I mean, I'm not going to be able to get everything off, but that's okay. I just want like as much as possible. Which, I mean, still in itself can be pretty good though. It's good enough. I'm going to taste this. That is so good. Nice and tangy. Okay. So, like I mentioned earlier, I want to kind of color this to... I can use this for rolling. No, screw it. Alright, so I'm going to try separating this here the best I can to color this. I want to make an orange and a purple batch. Because, I mean, the Halloween colors. I could do black, but a lot of black food dyes are kind of bitter, so they're not really that great, or, in my opinion, very palatable. Because you're fighting with this weird bitter taste if you put too much into it, and I don't want too much into it, obviously. Alright. And I'm also putting this into glass because I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Normally I would literally just mix it in like some regular plastic bowls or something. But as you can probably see from me struggling, this is a very sticky dough. It's not a bad thing, it's just sticky. Okay. Me trying to scrape the last of this off. It's not fun. Alright, so there's that. Put you behind for the moment. And you know what? I'm gonna do this by hand. I'm gonna get some gloves. I'll be right back. Alright, I have some food grade gloves that I keep around sometimes. I basically bought a huge thing of gloves that's like food grade and medical grade, like safe, and then I just been using them for painting my life. It'd just be easier if I can actually use my hands than use a spoon or a spatula, because I can mix it a lot quicker and a lot easier. Alright, so I'm using gel food coloring. This typically, as it sits, it will darken or get more vibrant, so to speak. I know my purple's open. I know my orange is not, so I'm gonna have to like get that taken care of. I don't think I can take this off very easily. Yeah, I don't. You know, you'd think I would have opened this before the video. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm like trying to stab it. Oh, got it. Alright, well, now that it's open, you should need a lot of this. I'm going to give it a good amount just because of the fact that, you know, it's cookie dough and it's not as liquidy like cake batter or something. So you're going to need a decent amount of this. I also just realized I should probably like do one hand of each. Oh, this is not going to be fun. I did not think this through. Okay. My purples. The purple needs a decent amount because of the fact that otherwise it gets like a light purple. So I hope I don't do too much because, you know, I don't want it to taste gross either, you know? We'll get this figured out. Alright, so that's my food coloring. I'm like trying just to like move it around in here, try to get some of the color off, so not like wasting it. Alright. Just like put this on my hands, if that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna just, I'll worry about that later. Alright, so let's go ahead and mix this one through first. Ooh, let's not make clashing noises. So just so you can see, I am using this. Ooh, marbled look cookie kind of fun though, but that's like too much color in like one spot, so that might not end super well. Alright. So you don't want to play with this too much, just like when you're, you know, making a lot of things. You don't want to build too much gluten in a cookie, because then it gets tough. We are going to rest this in the fridge anyways, but we don't want to rest it more than we need to, of course. So. And just as I thought, this is not going to be enough, but that's okay. It could be kind of cool to have a marbled cookie. I'm fine with a marbled cookie. I don't think anyone's going to complain about a marbled cookie, because it'll look kind of cool. Ah, my glove. Yeah, I'm okay with that, actually. So you kind of see it below everything. There's not too much food coloring in like one particular spot, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. We hope. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the orange now. You know, you don't really have a hand to hold on to this because you don't want to get food coloring on the outside of the bowl. It gets harder. I put my hand in, but then I have, you know, I could have probably just wiped my hand off with the glove. You know, we love doing it the hard way. It's really fun. Did I somehow just get purple in here without even touching it? You know what, we're not even gonna, you know what, it's fine. It's fine, we'll just have a double marble, I guess. This unfortunately is turning just like a weird pink, because I didn't have enough orange in here, but that's okay. We're gonna work through this. Oh my god, we're losing everything. We're going overboard. Abort mission. Oh, it's like sucking my glove out. Like I said, it's a very, like, moist dough. Yeah, so the purple's gonna be more marbled. This is gonna be just, like, salmon. We love a good salmon, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna overmix this too much more. Yeah, I think that will do. Oh, I have, like, so much, like... Hold on, let me, like, clean my finger off here, because we don't want to lose any of this dough. Or try to minimize losing it anyways. Does it taste good? Yeah, that tastes fine. Okay. So let's, like, try to clean my hands off a wee bit, yeah? Wee bit, lad. I shouldn't do this cookie all, but it's really good. Alright, let's get rid of the gloves. I'm gonna just, like, clean up this side real quick. Alright. Looks the camera, I know we don't show it. So we got a marbled purple. Don't know how well you'll be able to see it. I can see it underneath. And then we have kind of marbled orangey. So this didn't work out very well, but that's okay. I'm gonna get these covered with some cling wrap, and I'm gonna sit in the fridge for at least a half an hour. More cookie dough. For at least a half an hour, that way it kind of solidifies a little bit. Because we are gonna use a cookie scoop, and if we were to use it right now as is, one, I worked it a little bit, so it's gonna start building a little gluten and want that to relax. And two, it's gonna gunk up the cookie scoop. Not exciting. So I'm gonna let these rest, and then I will be back to scoop them. Hello friends, we're back. I have more gloves, and there's new dishes drying in my drying rack contraption. Alright, our doughs have been chilled, and now we're gonna sugar them up and get them in the oven. So the oven preheated 350, and we're gonna mess around with this. So I do have a cookie scoop. I say, I don't know, so like maybe a 2-inch cookie scoop? Maybe it's less, maybe it's more like 4-inch. I don't know. It's a good size. I wanna make big cookies. We wanna make little traditional like 2-inch cookies, go for it. I just want bigger ones. So I'm gonna just literally just dive right in here. So I'm just gonna drop these in the sugar once I've got these all formed. What words? Alright, so I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to stuff too much into them and then have them not really roll. but I did the work quickly just because of the fact this was chilling. So you don't want it to get too warm, which is why I'm kind of scooping first and then going through. This is not working super well. That's more on me than the recipe. A little cookie dough in there. And I'm just wearing gloves so that way I can just touch the dough without getting my hands all greasy. Because obviously there's butter in here, and now it's chilled butter, which chilled butter can get kind of greasy, so. And I'm not looking for that. Alright, I'm gonna stop there. And we're just gonna give these a quick little mix. So you want these coated super, super well. Because that's the thing about Snickerdoodles, like, the cinnamon coating is, like, part of what makes them Snickerdoodle cookies. So this is cinnamon and sugar. I believe it is a 1/4 cup of sugar and then like 2 teaspoons of cinnamon or tablespoons of cinnamon, like that. It's a decent amount of cinnamon. But if you prefer a different mix, I say go for it. I actually have a different ratio in here. But that's because I didn't measure, because I'm lazy. And also I didn't really know how much I'd end up using anyways. So. Alright. So because I'm making these slightly bigger, I am gonna space them out pretty generously. Because I don't want these to, you know, bake into each other essentially. Take these off, I don't really need them anymore. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in the oven for about 9 to 10 minutes, give or take. I might do mine a little longer, I might need like 12 to 13. It depends how done you want them. I think the sweet spot for these are usually about 10 to 12 when you're making it this size. So I'll let you know. So we'll be right back with some baked cookies. We're back. And now I have cookies. So the purple marble ones came out pretty good, but the orange ones look like I covered them in Cheeto dust, so that's a thing. So I did underbake mine. I did 12 minutes. I'd say if you don't want underbake cookies, because I like that texture, do like 14. That will probably be good. So let me just find like the best looking one on each tray. Probably this one for this. It's a little dark, but that's okay. That's just the food coloring. Alright, and this one. So here's our purple, and here's our Cheeto. Like, it looks like I just covered it in artificial Cheeto dust. So I'm gonna just open this up so I can see it. It's not like super underbaked or anything. So, well, looking at this, yeah, I'd say about like 14 would probably be good. But here's the inside. Don't know why you can see that, but I love the way it looks. I'm just gonna bite into it. My sugar did caramelize on the bottom a little. Whoops. That's okay. I didn't do it on these ones though. That's the weird part. The purple caramelized a little bit, but I'm not mad about it. It actually tastes really good. I don't know. But my not very Halloween Snickerdoodles, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, good. But I do appreciate the color did stay on top. But oh, it's just very vibrant on the inside. So I'm gonna leave it here for you guys. Please let me know if you try this recipe out. Again, I'll link it down below because it is not my recipe. And hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.